Welcome along to another episode of the Shirtless Plantain Show. It's me, your host, Tosin, alongside Coach and Deen. This 2024 season is back, 24-25, and we want you to get off your couches, okay? We're not JD Vance over here, so everybody get off your couch, and that's how we're going to start off. So, yeah.
Well, fair enough. Yeah, I'm back, as you know. I love Arsenal, man. And you guys can say, oh, yeah, this is the main point. I don't care. This is Arsenal. This is Arsenal, as far as I'm concerned. Everything is Arsenal. Your dad's Arsenal. Your mum's Arsenal. We're all Arsenal.
I'm not. Dean, how are you?
Also Arsenal, but I'm also very excited. I know there's a lot of football all the time. It never ends. We barely got a break. Fuck a break, man. We'll all be dead soon anyway. It doesn't matter. Let's fucking go, man. Let's do this football shit, man. I'm excited. A new season, baby. We're about to win a treble. Let's go.
Do you know how excited I am for the football? You know what I was watching today in the background? Like a sick man. I was watching Burnley against Luton. That's what I was doing my time today.
Luton got smoked, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah.
They did. Absolutely a rock.
Did Roy Walters play?
I'm not even sure. I had this shit on the background, but I'm not on Arsenal transfer watch.
Yeah,
sorry.
Niggas ain't watched the game. Niggas is lying. It's a lot of lies.
No, I saw the first two goals, and then we live in America. I got capitalism. Anyway, we're getting away from the point. The point is football's back. And speaking of capitalism, Real Madrid. Let's talk about La Liga first. Real Madrid added some new players, some new trinkets to the army. They got Endrick and Mbappe. So, question for you guys: how do you guys think that fits? Because there's a logjam up front. And I want you guys to take it away and talk to me, Coach.
Boy, I was really hoping you wouldn't ask me, man. No, for real. It's a headache for me, but I would like to see I'd like to see two forwards in this Real Madrid side, basically through the middle, and just have the team serve them. I think if you can have a team that can serve Mbappe and Vinicius, they will quite literally figure out the rest of the shit for themselves. That should be the plan for me. Yeah, let them just do whatever the fuck they want and make sure the team around them can serve them, basically. I think that's the plan. Don't really want to overcomplicate it too much. Yes, we know there's a Jude-shaped problem there as well, but this is part of his education as well. He's too good to not adapt, so he should find a way to get into this team as well, along with those two other absolute aliens. So, yeah.
Dean, question for you. Who's the odd man out in this entire, just web of stuff?
I don't know. It's even before these new guys showed up, it's always felt a bit like Rodrigo, because he's the one that's been sacrificing the entire time. People forget that his best position is where Vinicius plays, because he's right-footed, not left-footed, and they got him on the right flank. So he seems like the most likely one to get knocked out of the club, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. It might be someone random like Arthur Goulart, but whoever it is, Eduardo Arteta will be waiting. I know that much.
You guys are sick, man. I think Real Madrid is still the favorites for La Liga, but their rivals, Barcelona, they're having problems. They're robbing Peter to pay Paul, as they would say. They are having transfer issues. Hansi Flick is a new coach. Dani Olmo, they just signed him, brought him back from, his, I guess, absenceness from Barcelona, because he is a Barcelona kid, technically. So he's back home. So, of course, for you guys, Barcelona's missed out Nico Williams. He wants to stay. The Basque kids wants to stay. Ha, Liverpool. But, yeah, we'll get into that later, too. But, Dean, for you, what do you think Barcelona's missing this year? Obviously, Ansu Fati's about to get sold, apparently. So, what do you think they're missing?
Well, I'm surprised that anyone wants to buy him, because he's ruined, but we move on. Honestly, I don't expect much from Barcelona this year. It feels like a bit of a rebuild year. I expect them to be competitive for sure, but watching their preseason games, they literally just lost to Monaco in their own trophy. People talk about Arsenal winning the Emirates Cup like it doesn't matter. It's a real trophy, because Barcelona can't win their own trophy at home. Monaco came in and slapped them 3-0, okay? But it looks like Hansi Flick is going to rely on La Masia a bit. He's got the two marks in midfield now, Marc Bernal and Marc Casado. Obviously, they're probably not going to be good enough to win the league right away or anything like that. But the fact that he's relying on youth a little bit, probably mostly by necessity than through choice probably means that the fans will be a little patient with them this year. I mean, you can't see a bunch of 17-year-olds and expect the team to win the league. And for me personally, as a neutral observer, if Pedri plays 30 games, I'm happy. That's all I want from this season. Pedri, give me 30. Frankie de Jong, give me 30, and we good. You know, I'm happy with Barcelona at that level, but I don't expect much from them in any competition, to be honest.
Coach, I have a tactical question for you. Where does Dani Olmo fit? We know Barcelona loves a 4-3-3. Where does he fit?
In that couch.
No, for goodness sake. So he obviously has to play probably as the most advanced midfielder. But it's funny because for Spain, Pedri came out and he came in and he essentially took Pedri's place in the team. Now, they aren't similar players to me. I think Dani Olmo has a much better eye for goal. But they probably can play together. But I just worry, are they a bit too lightweight if they both play together in midfield with, you know, whoever the fuck behind them, whether it's Frankie or, you know, so that's my one concern. I mean, potentially you could play him in the front three, quite similar to how Iniesta played for Barcelona in periods, you know, when he came in off the left. But I'd probably think I'd want to see him more in the middle, personally. I think, yeah. Well, how do you? And then you got Gundogan as well. Do you play Gon? Sorry.
There are enough games. I think there's just going to be a lot of rotation, you know, and this is good for, you know, because I just said the thing about Pedri. You know, the reason why I mentioned that is because the last 2-3 seasons, he's been heavily injured at some point, you know. So if you assume that he's going to miss games, then that means Dani Olmo will play as well. And Dani Olmo isn't the most solid player either. He missed a bunch of games for Leipzig as well. So they have enough bodies to just rotate in there. They'll be fine. They'll all get games.
Long story short, Barcelona stink, and long may it continue. I mean, I was gonna try and be nice and be political, but there's a lot of just mess over there. But
I actually think that they should be okay. My only thing is that there's Lewandowski is going to be a year older, and I just don't trust him anymore at this stage. He'll still score goals, but it won't be enough for them to make any serious headway, I think, in Europe. Or
he doesn't even do TikTok dances anymore. That's how I know he's finished. He don't do TikTok dances no more.
Maybe he just grew up. He's 30 fucking something. Enough with the TikTok, nigga. Like, fucking grow up, man. You're an adult. Stop that shit.
Thinks he's Jared McCain. Atletico Madrid, they just signed Julian Alvarez for $95 million. Someone go and investigate Man City. But yeah, I mean, this is just down a list of South American strikers that Diego Simeone just loves to just plug and play. You know, we can go down the list of Aguero, Falcao, Forlan. The list goes on and on. Deen, how do you think this transfer is going to work out for them, Julian Alvarez? And you think it's an overpay?
Yeah, I definitely think it's an overpay. I mean, like I know Coach said, someone needs to investigate Man City because this feels like some money laundering shit. But that's neither here nor there. They have other issues to deal with. I don't know, man. I just feel as if the best possible outcome for this transfer is this motherfucker getting to Atletico Madrid and realizing that there's another big Norwegian nigga in front of him, like Haaland was at City. You know, and him not playing a whole lot because Alexander Sorloth is banging goals in preseason. And it's good. Yeah, I mean, if you're a coach, any coach, you look at Sorloth and look at Alvarez. You're not even waiting to watch them play before you're like, I will start with the big one. But jokes aside, I think the transfer will probably work out. He's a quality player. Simeone will get him in positions to essentially follow his various compatriots, and he will add to the legacy of good strikers at the Wanda Metropolitano, or whatever that stadium is called. Is that still what the stadium is? I don't know.
It's the new one is, yeah.
That's the new one? All right, cool. Yeah. They should give it a more racist name. The Wanda sounds shit, man. Fuck all that.
The one they call?
Yeah. The one they call.
But that's call with 3 Ks. So.
Coach, who do you think is gonna have a better season, Sorloth or the Argentine?
Hopefully they both go to hell. But I think, to be honest, I think La Liga will really suit Alvarez's game a lot. That boy is such a clean ball striker. Yeah, I'm expecting him to have a good season. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Alvarez, I think, but I'm not discounting Sorloth. You know, but I'm gonna go with Alvarez, I think.
You know what's crazy? Thomas Lemar is still there.
Yeah. The once £90 million bid from Arsenal. I will never ever forget that. That was a strange time. Yeah.
You know what's crazier?
Yeah.
Joao Felix is still there on the low.
Yeah.
We actually saw him wear the jersey and get booed by the fans during preseason. We never thought that
He
would
knows.
happen again, but it happened. So
Yeah. Two more things before we move on from there. Your boy, Coach Robin Lamormand is there now.
Oh, the who? The who? Listen, you know what? Yeah, I don't like Spanish centre backs that are just not hard men. Like all of my Spanish centre backs. I'm talking about Albelda. I'm talking about Ramos. I'm talking about Hierro. These are all men, right? Men that were paying mortgages when they were like 9 years old. What's his name? Sergio Ramos caught his first body when he was like 12, bro. He's been outside. Lenormand or normal, whatever the fuck he is. I don't trust him. Couldn't give a fuck about him.
Personally don't think Ramos became a man until after Ronaldinho, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, there we go.
But yeah, I mean, the last thing is too, you know who Ronaldo looks like on Atletico Madrid? He looks just like Giannis. God just does anything, you know?
yeah.
Literally.
The 5'9" has a bar for you, but I'll let you go learn that on your own.
Okay, Girona, they've been stripped bare. Made Champions League and they took the parts off their car and all they have now is just rims. Not even rims. They only got tires. Just nothing's there. It's sitting on bricks. They did bring in Donny van de Beek. Brian Hill and Oriol Romero. But you know, Dovbeck left, Savinho left, Alex Garcia left, and Coach, how do you think it's gonna go for Michel's team this season?
I'll be honest, I think the Dovbeck departure is probably the biggest surprise to me because of where he went. Like, the fuck's he doing in Roma, bro? Like, that's a whole polar bear in Arlington, bro. Like, that just really, that was when I looked at Cyrus, like, what? Like, what? Like, literally, what is that?
It's a beautiful city. Maybe he just wants to do a tour of the prettiest cities in Europe. You know, Barcelona,
Yeah,
Rome.
Rome is okay. It's definitely better than Milan. Like 100% better than Milan, I won't lie, but it's okay. I just didn't understand that that transfer at all. But with that being said, Girona are still going to be fun. I have no doubts about that. But they're just, Van der Beek, he might rekindle some sort of form. But I know he's not. But I'm trying to be nice here, bro. But yeah, I just, you got Brian Hill. He's got the Tottenham stink on him. It's gonna be quiet. Yeah.
It's a shame, man. It almost feels like what's the point of making the Champions League if everyone's gonna leave right after? This is the way it goes, man. This is the way it goes. Can't be too good.
Capitalism, baby. The rich get richer.
Yes, sir.
Atletico Bilbao. They had a historic season last year. They gave Nico Williams number 10. So shout out to the black man getting a new kid number. His brother's his boot manager now apparently. But yeah, can they do one better and win Europa League, Dean? Can they do that?
Can they? Sure. I mean, they're hosting the final, so they have a lot of motivation to get it done. But I don't know. I think there are a lot of other teams that are in the Europa League that are better than them, or
really good teams
into the Europa League that will be better than them. So we'll have to wait till probably November, December to make a call on that. But they can certainly do it. Anything's possible. Like I could date Halle Berry.
Yeah, I could actually. No, I couldn't actually. No, I couldn't. I'm engaged.
Yeah, that's right.
So Halle Berry.
I'm not responsible. Speaking of Basque, Real Sociedad, they kept Zubamendi, which is nice. Haha, Liverpool again. I want to remind you that you did not keep Zubamendi. You did not get Zubamendi. Sergio Gomez is in, but more the same, more or less for them.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's actually good that they look like they're going to keep hold of both Zubamendi and Marino, which is huge. Like, they're important to them. You don't think so?
No,
okay.
They're not.
Okay.
No fucking
chance. Okay, well, even then, they're keeping Zubamendi at least. I am still high on him. I just didn't like what I saw second half of last season. But he's still an excellent player and he's still going to be incredibly important for them. Sociedad are going to be... Look, they essentially replaced Turney with Gomez, basically. So, yeah, I'm looking to them again to entertain me like they have been, to be honest, the last few years. So, yeah.
Is there anything else you want to talk about in La Liga before we move on from Spain?
No,
cut the
just
racismo, even just a little bit,
no, no.
please, just for the sake.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Can you just respect their heritage? The racismo is coming. We just got to figure out which stadium it's coming from. Okay, is it going to be the Wanda? Is it going to be the Montjuic? Is it going to be Camp Nou? Like, just bring it. We're ready.
Yeah.
We're ready for the racism.
Yes.
At least I am.
Speaking of racism, let's move on to Italy, Serie A.
My people.
My favorite league in the world. Don't know why I love Serie A so much, but I do, and nothing you can do about that. Inter. They got Zielinski from Napoli, Taremi from Porto. I think, was that good enough for them to kind of win the league, Dean? Also, they got ugly kits, which Dean does not like. So I'll let you talk. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to probably walk the league, but not by virtue of the fact that they got better, just because I'm not really seeing anyone else in the league do anything. We'll talk about Juventus in a moment here. With them, the appeal is that their manager plays a very attractive style of football. And while that would generally get you wins, I don't know if it's going to be enough wins to topple Inter. I just think the gap between them and the other teams in Italy is just too big at the moment. To the point where, and Zielinski, he's a legit addition. I mean, he's been very good for many years at Napoli, and he's come over to Inter. Bro. Very good midfielder. Taremi is a good finisher as well, but he's more backup on the bench, I think, for Lautaro and Thuram. But I think Inter has enough. They have enough. There's just not because they're better, but because the other teams are not getting that much better in my eyes.
Fair enough. Coach, you got anything to add on about Inter?
Yeah, look, I think that my only, I suppose, question mark over them is what they do in Europe, basically, because they didn't impress me in Europe last year, not even a little bit, to be honest. So that's the only. I think they're stamped in the league, to be honest. Although I do think their neighbours are going to be closer to them this year than they were last year. They're just Inter are still the best team, can't be the best team in Italy. So yeah, we're looking at you in the Champions League. What can you do?
I mean, it really just all depends on Lara Kutukutu Martinez. So if he wants to wake up or not. So, this is all up to him. I still respect him. Juventus. I like their third kits, by the way. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. So I'm not going to hate on it. But they got Thiago Motta. They're trying to become a more likable team, doing a little bit more marketing in America, doing different things to become a sexy club. But a lot of people still hate Inter Milan. I mean, Juventus, excuse me. Wrong team. They brought in Douglas Luiz and Kefren Turam, which is cool to see Kefren Turam get carried by like a baby by his dad. But also, Kefren, you're 6'4", grow up. But yeah, what do you guys expect from Juventus this season, Coach?
A lot of pain for them. That's what I pray for. I pray that they're relegated in the most embarrassing fashion. I pray that they somehow lose to Torino 4 times this year, even though they probably only played twice. I also hope that Thiago Motta feels incredible shame and leaves them in November to go back to Bologna. That's what I'm hoping for Juventus this year.
I'm not Santa Claus. I can't guarantee your wishes, but I heard you. Dean, anything you want to add?
Nah, I just want to shout out Mike on the timeline, a.k.a. at sweatsuit_Tony, the one Juventus fan we have that follows up.
Sweatsuit.
But fuck your team. And as Coach said, we wish you all the rotten gabagool in the world, my nigga.
Yeah.
Peace.
And that was your lineup from Coach and Dean.
Yeah.
Milan, they brought in Morata, Emerson Morel, and Pavlovic, and Paulo Fonseca.
Yeah.
Is that enough for you, Dean?
Not for me, but Coach loves Fonseca, so I'll let him take the floor on this one.
I'll be honest with you. I think with what they've signed now, he's favoured, 4-2-3-1 probably makes a lot more sense now. I think Morata, I suppose being able to combine with Leao could be devastating, guys. If we're being honest, it genuinely could be.
Did Giroud devastate last season when he was there? And he's handsomer, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
But Morata, already has played in Serie A enough already. You know what I mean? Like, and Leao should be better this season for sure. But I really just when me and Tosin went to the game a few weeks ago,
Flex.
not even because I kept it in mind for the preview, but they didn't have their full first 11. They had Chukwueze playing on the right and whatnot. There's a lot of options for them there, and he was giving them hell in that first half. He was giving City hell in that first half. There's a lot for Fonseca to work with this Milan team. You got Reinders still there, Benacer. Look, this is Milan. This is the best Milan have looked probably since they won the league. I think I'm high on them, and I expect them to be,
I love when I love when Deen smiles and like he has a rebuttal and he's waiting for you to finish.
Yeah, of course, because he's an Inter fan. Of course, he's a scumbag. But
I think, like you said, the best they've looked since they won the league. The interesting thing is that when they won the league, they didn't even look that fucking good, man. That shit was a fluke. Like, not doing shit this year. We'll be back here in May, as we are every year.
But you remember the conversation we had in like November, December? I was like, they can't get any worse than what they've played this half of the season, and they were really good second half of last season. So they should, they should be able. I think they should be able to continue this uptick in form. Obviously, they're not going to win the league, I don't think, but I really do like the squad. I won't even lie to you.
Can I add a point?
Yeah.
About Milan? Pioli is bald. Okay.
Okay.
That's where I'm going to start. Okay. Second of all, that front three behind the striker literally picks itself. Chukwueze on the right, Pulisic is the 10, Leao as your left winger. It literally picks itself. That is what they should have done last year, and I'm glad they're doing it now. I know Deen has something to say, but it literally picks itself. Who else are you going to put? You're not going to put Pulisic out wide. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean it doesn't make any sense? He came up in the game as a winger.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he belongs or anything. I'm just saying that if you guys think that a grand European club like AC Milan relying on an American to be their 10 is going to get them anything in this life, you motherfuckers are fucking deluded as shit, and I don't know why I do a pod with any of you idiots. Let's move on.
You have to remember as well, they still got the Catalera as well back. Like, you know how well he played last season with Atalanta as well. So
yeah, because that's a proper club, not fucking AC Milan. Fuck them niggas, man. What the fuck y'all niggas talking about, man?
But for real, Milan to me are going to, I'm really going to be disappointed if they don't at least push Inter till maybe.
Coach, I have to fact check you real quick. You said something that was wrong. Yeah. CDK does not play for Milan. He was made permanent to Atalanta on June 15th.
No way.
Yes.
There's fear in Dean's eyes. He was shook. Dean was shook. He was.
Man, the only thing that scares me is unwanted pregnancy. That's it. And COVID. Anything else doesn't scare me. Let's be serious here. You niggas know me. Inter, we're winning this shit, man. Let's move on.
Oh, by the way, and one more thing about Atalanta. Koopmeiners seems like he's on his way to Juventus, so there's that.
Why do these guys keep doing? Someone tell me what is inside Turin. Tell me what is there inside Turin that all these guys want to go. I say what's there.
Juventus is there. Juventus is there.
Yeah. And you know Juventus is in Europe, bro. Devil magic.
Hey man,
fair enough. Bologna, they are basically what we say in Italian, Girona. That's what they are. They got stripped for parts too. No Xerxes, no Calafiori, who's doing sexy man at Arsenal. Thiago Motta got taken away. Just no hope, man. They got Champions League. At least they got Dan and Doy.
Yeah.
So unfortunate.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
That was.
I do want to add quickly Atalanta. I'm looking forward to them, just because I get to see Lookman play again, and I'm very happy about that. And one more team quickly before we move on to Italy. Como. Apparently, Cesc Fabregas is bald now, so there's that. He's the coach. So, and Varane is hurt. So,
okay. Is that news?
No. Literally played on his debut, and he got hurt 20 minutes, and I'm just like, you see.
Anytime you want to talk about something relevant, I'm ready. Because this is not even news, my nigga. This is normal shit. Cesc been bald for 12 years, and Varane has been hurt for longer. So let's just go.
At least Varane gets to stare at the beautiful Lake Como. At least he gets that. There it is.
Great place.
Germany. We start off with the champions by Leverkusen. That feels so good to say that. It feels so good to say that. Friend of the podcast, friend of ours, Gabby, Nocturnal Gunner, she asked, and this is for either one of you guys want to take this question. Will Leverkusen come back down to earth after shedding the Leverkusen tag last season?
I actually think they're going to be pretty good again this season. I just think Bayern Munich might not fuck around for once. Well, not for once, but they might. They have no real choice. With that being said, because clearly to me, Alonso is a much better coach than Company, that again might be the deciding factor. But the sheer amount of quality that Bayern have, they should be able to just go stride for stride with Bayer Leverkusen, I think. But yeah, in terms of Leverkusen, what they do, look, they got smoked the other day by us, but that's not a reflection on how bad they are, bad they are or anything like that. They've now won it. They've got experience there. Granit Xhaka plays for them. Boniface hopefully should stay fit most of the season this time. There's a lot for this Bayern Leverkusen team to still work with and still pick up from. And again, I have to say the ace in the hole is Xabi Alonso. The guy is insane, to be honest, man. Like, you guys remember what the talk was from January up until May this year. Where is he going? Is he going Real Madrid? Is he going Liverpool? Like, he's that damn good. So yeah, he's definitely to me the deciding factor for them.
They also signed Alex Garcia from Girona, so that's also a really good signing for them as well. Yeah. Speaking of coaches, did you guys see what Company behind the scenes of him and Burnley? Him yelling at the players?
Yeah, he's doing too much, man.
Like when I see a black man exercise his white privilege like that, I'm very impressed. Very impressed. That nigga said, my head is so big, I'm not taking any back chat from any of you bitch ass niggas. I love that shit, man. Just watching him yell at them little white boys was great. I loved it. Loved it.
We also got another question. Which team other than Leverkusen or Bayern is a team to watch this year in the Bundesliga?
Who did that question come from, sorry?
I think it was Gabby.
That came from Gabby. That also came from Gabby.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Ooh, it's obviously, to me, it's still gonna, like, Dortmund. Well, we're gonna get to Dortmund anyway, but I want to stick my neck out here, and I cannot believe this. You guys know how long we've been on this podcast. Every single episode we get a chance to talk about how unserious Dortmund are. We exercise that right. But I'm going to stick my neck out and say I think this year they put something good together. They got better, guys. That's just the bottom line. And with not much effort as well, they got better, in this transfer window.
And they got Nouri Sahin too.
Yeah. Like, there's Champions League finalists, guys. So, yeah, I think they're the ones that I'm going to look at as well, for sure.
Yeah, they got rid of Edin Terzic, who they kind of got to the Champions League final despite him, from the reports we heard afterwards. They got Guirassy from Stuttgart, which weakens a rival. They got Maximilian Bayer, and whoever has something playing in the background, turn that shit off before I kill you. They got Maximilian Bayer from Hoffenheim. They got Fabian Gross, who is a childhood Dortmund fan from Brighton. And those of you who play FPL know that Fabian Gross has been killing on the low, nice cheap. Oh, my bad. Pascal Gross. Thank you, my brother. My bad. But yeah, it's going to be Dortmund for sure. I think, like you said, we always call them unserious, but this year I think they might be serious because they got some veterans in there, man. They got some good veterans.
They also added Jan Koto, the right back from City. They're probably going to get rid of Gio Reyna, probably, more than likely. I don't think, but yeah. They also got this guy named Cole Campbell, who's from Houston, Texas. Only reason I brought that up is because he's from Houston. So there's that.
Shout out Cole.
But yeah.
Shout out Cole.
But yeah, Bayern Munich. Let's talk about them. Ianu Baba. He asked. That's a hell of a Yoruba ad name, by the way. What are realistic expectations for Vincent Company? I'll handle this one. Learn better German so they can respect you.
What?
Isn't
he already fluent in German? He played at Hamburg, right?
He is. He's fluent-ish.
That's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough. What are they going to do? Kick his ass?
Probably.
They can't kick his ass. You know what? As much as I disrespect the size of Vincent Company's head, pause.
That was crazy still.
I just think he has the right sort of, and I hate to use the word because the kids are using
aura. Say aura.
He has the right aura and energy to succeed in Germany. I think I think he's gonna do well. I think he's gonna do well. I don't particularly, I just think the sort of man that has the courage in his convictions that he showed at Burnley last year, because at any point he could have changed it, and people thought he did that for his career over trying to make Burnley better. But guess what? No matter what system you played at Burnley last season, they were getting relegated. They just didn't have the quality. So for me, he did the right thing. And because he did the right thing and he did the right thing consistently, Bayern looked at him when they couldn't find anyone else, to be fair, and they hired him. And I just think with the quality in that squad, I mean, it's Bayern, man. They got Leroy Sané, they got Musiala, they bought Joao Pelinha, come on, man.
Michael Olise.
I think they're coming for their shit this year, man. They're coming back for their shit this year. It feels nailed on to me.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Olise looks like in that squad. Go ahead, Coach.
I just wanted to know, this is probably a question for the viewers and listeners. In a head-to-head, who wins out of Eric Dyer and Vincent Kompany?
What do you mean head-to-head?
Have you seen the size of Eric Dyer's head, guys?
That's what you meant. You want them to clash ones like goats?
Yeah.
Pause that too, Coach. And the answer is Eric. The answer is Eric Ten Hag.
Man, just give me my Maserati and my delay. You can keep moving, man. Bring me my former Ajax boys, man. But yeah, let's talk about Dortmund. This is Coach's team right here.
Yeah. I suppose we touched them already earlier, but I just want to. I'm curious. Yeah, I'm just curious to know what where they go in terms of their formation. Guirassy, do they play both Guirassy and Undav? It's like front twos in Germany are not unheard of. I personally think they should probably use Undav as the backup plan for now.
Coach, slow down. Yeah. Remember,
they played together. I know.
But I'm just saying, like, are we talking about Dortmund or Stuttgart?
No, Dortmund.
Okay, I thought we did that already. My bad.
Yeah,
but they've split them up now because they have Guirassy and Stuttgart has Undav, so it's not a discussion anymore. So Undav is going to be the main man at Stuttgart. I think Guirassy is going to do really well at Dortmund if he stays healthy.
Yeah. But that's going back to my point, should I say, about what Dortmund do tactically. Look, they still got Wirtz, they still got Adeyemi. That's a pretty decent supply line for someone that's as good a finisher as Guirassy. But I'm still a bit looking at their defense a little bit. I'm just a bit not too sure. But going forward, Dortmund are going to smoke a lot of teams. Like, I'm really looking to them to score a lot of goals, make Champions League pretty easily, and go from there pretty much.
Yeah, well, anything you want to add on Bundesliga?
Hey man, Hertha Berlin, hire the English intern back, man. Like, y'all motherfuckers too popular to not have a fucking English Twitter. Okay, bring him back.
Also, St. Pauli's back, so there's that. Shout out to St. Pauli.
Shout out Mitch, yay! Mitch's favorite team, yay!
France. Let's move on to France. Who's gonna challenge Mbappe less PSG this year in France?
Nobody. Nobody.
It's tough still. It's actually very tough. Like,
I'm gonna give you guys a fun fact. Like 91, 92, that's the last time a French team ever won a Champions League. Do you guys think any of the French teams are going to? No, they're not gonna make any deep runs.
If it's going to be anyone, it's going to be PSG. But I feel like that's the most interesting thing about France right now. What French teams are going to make waves in Europe? Despite a lot of the talent in these teams, PSG just have to not fuck around basically, and they'll win the league at a canter. But yeah, there's nothing really. There's nothing really to say, man. Like, they're still comfortably the best team, despite, again, Monaco having some good players, Lille and Nice having some good players as well, But yeah, I just think they're too much for everybody else.
Yeah, I think the most interesting thing about Ligue 1 this season is watching how Luis Enrique configures his team without Mbappe. Because all of last season, he acted as if Mbappe being there was a burden for him. Like, I have this really good player, but he's not part of my system. and he wants to leave, so fuck him. So now that everything is, let's see what kind of football you put on display for us, because a lot of those games last season were fucking rancid. Okay, for a guy that coached Neymar, Suarez, and Messi to a Champions League, some of the football they played last season was very shaky. So let's see what he does. But otherwise, we know what's going to happen. We've seen this movie before. We've seen this movie like 12 straight times. It feels like. So
it's Groundhog's Day in France. PSG are linked to Desire Doué.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
And apparently Sancho's going to go there on loan with an option to buy. So,
whoa. How many goddamn wingers do they want? So they have Doué, they have Barcola, they have Dembele, and now they have Sancho?
Apparently he's linked to them. Who knows? These are all hypotheticals,
Okay. Well, how do you feel about Sancho leaving the club again if you were to leave? Leaving your Manchester
United? Gotta go. We'll talk about that later. He's gotta go.
All right.
We'll talk about that later. But yeah, Monaco. I wanted to bring up Monaco for a reason. They just announced their new kit sponsor, which is Renault, for Champions League. You'll see the Renault logo on their kits. I saw it this morning. I was like, hey,
I might like buy that. I like Renault. I might buy that.
That's how you know we some old niggas, because who the fuck's talking about Renault?
They got the Kappa shit and the Renault. Those are some logos I enjoy very much.
Yeah.
My only contribution to this is Thierry Henry, guys. I'll just leave you guys to have some fun, to type in Thierry Henry and Renault, and you guys can have all the fun in the world, and to find out where that famous catchphrase came from. But yeah, I haven't seen the kit, so please somebody link me.
Deen and Coach, what do you guys think about the moves that they've made this summer in Monaco?
Look, they went shopping in England, and obviously I went and got Kera and whatnot. There's a Nigerian kid that I actually think you might have heard of, but I don't think you have. But tell me if you have.
Me?
Yeah,
I've heard.
Of course, I've heard about him. I've seen him in Europa League.
Okay. Was
he in Belgium somewhere?
Yeah, he was in Belgium.
Yeah, for Antwerp, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about him.
And he was at Amiens too in 2022, 2023. Only scored 2 goals, but the kid is he's young, 17. He's a big kid, 6'1". I don't really know what this new thing of French Nigerians are. It weirds me out, but he's a clinical striker.
Okay. I've got just one thing to say here.
Hold on, I need to interject here, because you motherfuckers just talked about a Nigerian for a full minute. And I noticed that both of you are deliberately refusing to pronounce this nigga's name.
Oh, no, I was going to say
somebody got to say that name right now. Somebody will say it till we stay here all day.
Eleni Kenna.
There we go. My brother. Good job.
I was just gonna say that wherever there is air and water, you will find a Nigerian. So this phenom of French Nigerians is something that's probably long overdue at this point.
Honestly, French Nigerians are just, I mean, when I was growing up, we called them Cameroonians.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
Samuel Eto'o, from what I heard, is really from Abeokuta. But
there you go.
Jeremy's really from Benue State, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I mean, Monaco, I'm very interested to see what they look like this year. I'm very, very interested. And I would never pronounce their coach's name. Never. I can't do that.
Wait, who's your coach now?
Why don't you Google it, and I won't do it. I want you to do it, because I'm not.
On Monaco, though, with...
Coach, you Google it too.
I'm not Googling shit, my nigga. I won't let you. Ben Yedder's gone now. Is it now time, like genuinely now time for Balogun? Like, is it Balogun time for real?
Well, I mean, the minutes are there. If it's not time now, then it'll never be time, But based on what we saw from him this summer, which wasn't a whole lot, playing for the US, I think he might be ready.
Sometimes he's got a real striker's. He's got a striker's number now. He's got number 9, so it's time for him. Deen, did you find out the coach's name?
Yeah, I thought they changed coaches. It was always Adi Hutter. Like, come on, man.
What's his real name?
It's Adolf. Like, we're just supposed to not use a name because one dude ruined it. Like, so nobody's supposed to be called JD anymore because JD Vance fucks couches. Like, come on, man. Grow up. Be mature.
So deaf. Leo. They lost Euro, and Fonseca's gone, and apparently Yusuf Fofana is going to leave too. So how do they move forward, Coach?
Boy, keeping hold of everyone else. that'll be helpful. But they're still a young team, and Lille are always going to produce. They're always still going to produce like fantastic talents and whatnot. I think they need to focus on getting into Europe again and just
I'm gonna give you a fun fact about that. They have their second leg of Champions League qualifying against Fenerbahce, who's coached by Mourinho tomorrow, and they're beating them 2-1 in aggregate.
I'm praying they knock those fuckers out, man. I hate Mourinho is such a cultist. I just can't stand him, honestly.
Yeah, well, I'm happy they gave my boy a real number now. Angel Gomez was number 8, so I'm very happy to hear that. They signed someone new. He's from Arsenal, which goes full circle. Vito Manone is their new goalkeeper.
Vito Manone, Gabagool. All right, let's just.
I cook at the pasta. Listen, my lasting memory of Manone is that karate kick he did in the Champions League all those years back. Like,
was it because someone touched his spaghetti?
Touching my spaghetti, I kick you in the face with the pasta.
This is mad racist, bros. Mad racist. Y'all need to apologize.
Come on, we can't be racist, man. This Italian. This is the first language, man. Come on, man.
He shouldn't have messed with an Algerian. Go ahead, Coach.
I'm not going to say, look, I think the funniest thing about Lille so far is actually the fact that PSG that said, take Mbappe's mark with you. He's just there now, like we're not keeping him. You gotta find. You don't have to go home. We gotta get the hell up out of here, man. Like, for real,
in WWE when they had the battle of Dominic, the custody for Dominic.
Like I actually think they'll probably do okay again this year. But I'm not high on them as I have been in previous years.
Yeah, we're spending as much time in France as the US did. Let's quickly wrap this up. Nice, they got Ndombele. I know that's your thing, so that's the only reason I'm bringing them up. Marseille, they got a nasty 2-man up front. I don't even want to bring it up. They basically got R. Kelly and Diddy up front, so it's very disgusting.
It's crazy. If they were linked to fucking number 5 at Arsenal instead of that that signing would have gone through because apparently that's all they're about. Like they should send a bit to Saudi Arabia, see if Ronaldo want to come back to Europe and shit, man.
Yeah,
they doing that shit. Get the band back.
Is Adam Johnson still a professional?
Oh, good.
Well, I'm sure Marseille no. So ask somebody at Marseille, they'll tell you.
They're about to follow me on Twitter soon. Lyon had a busy window. Lacazette guy's groove back. He's still balding, but we'll see what they'll do. But yeah, I mean that's France. They do have PSG did bring in Neves, so that's gonna be interesting. Him and Vitinha together. So yeah.
They just need to play them with the fucking one of those nursing home 8 type niggas and shit, man. They'll be alright.
Actually, I regret every day making that comparison. I swear, I actually feel like Oppenheimer. I really feel like Oppenheimer because I had no. Oh God, why did I say that dumb shit, man?
I won, but at what cost?
Yeah, honestly.
At what cost, Niggenheimer? At what cost, Niggenheimer? Huh? You lost your security clearance, Niggenheimer. Why'd you do that, Niggenheimer?
All right, so we left the best for last, or the most popular for last, for one of these guys. You don't know football. You shut up. England. Let's talk about England. Manchester City. Yanu Baba asks, can 115 FC do 5 in a row? God forbid. Not on my watch.
I'll just say no. Trust me when I say I will have an incredibly, wonderfully planned out meet and greet for Pep Guardiola if he thinks about doing 5 in a row. Like, I'm so serious. It'll be the most wonderfully planned out meet and greet you can ever find, honestly. Like, so yeah, don't even think about it. It's not happening.
But yeah, most of their transfer things are mostly have to do with outgoings. Apparently, Pep wants to go do international football. Edison wants to go to Saudi. KDB has a ponytail now. Needs to go to Saudi and learn Sharia law because that's not good. Chop it off.
That nigga having a midlife crisis.
He is. Savino's in now.
Mm.
Oscar Bob, James McAtee. Oscar Bob, by the way, another flex because I'm a flex harder than Moose. When we sat in our suites at Yankee Stadium and I saw Oscar Bob play, I had to throw that in there. That kid is special. I'm sorry. He's nice. I hate to admit it. And it's weird that Norway hasn't done shit. Like you have Oscar Bob, whatever.
Like, listen, man, you can't win with just attackers. You need some defenders too. And they don't have those, so. But yeah, Oscar Bob, he scored probably what I considered City's best goal last season against Newcastle.
Oh, the Newcastle one, that broke my heart. Fuck.
But that shit was
Such a
pretty
good
as
goal.
fuck. It was such a pretty goal. Such a pretty goal.
Yeah. I will say just on City though, there's a thing that Guardiola does that really just frustrates me, and he does the most obvious and logical thing when he hasn't got any other choice. And I think because of the outgoings and because of the current composition of the squad, I've mentioned the Arsenal squad already, but he's just doing the thing that it's the shortest route to success, basically. He's not doing the whole squiggly line shit. He's looking at the composition of the squad and saying, what can I do to get the best out of X, Y, Z? And he's just going for it. And the last time that they looked at this way, they got 100 points in the league. So I'm not particularly happy about that, to be honest. But we'll see.
Man, Tosin, make this nigga shut up, man. Fucking scary ass nigga. Get out of here, man. They're not doing shit this year, man. This is Arsenal's year, baby. We doing it, baby. It's our time.
The only thing City needs to do is go get some help for Rodri. But they'll be there at the end of the season. They are who they are. Arsenal. The Arsenal edition of the previews out. If you guys can go listen to full Arsenal fans talk about their team, there's that out there for you. As the Arsenal hater, and actually someone who defended Arsenal a lot this summer. I can't believe I said that. Arsenal's going to be good this year. They're going to be a lot sharper. I'm actually, as a neutral, I'm actually kind of excited to see what they're going to do. But as a hater, I don't want to see what they're going to do. But Arsenal's going to be all right. They're going to be up there again. They're going to be challenged for the title.
Let me just say real quick before we move on that as an Arsenal fan talking to you, my friend, a United fan, I would like to say, thanks for the 6 points, bitch ass nigga. Let's go.
Do you see what happens when you try to be respectful? Nigga, fuck you. Another question from Iyanu Baba. He says, can an unchanged Liverpool side improve on last season? Finish third in Klopp's farewell season. On a slot seems a sensible replacement from a distance in preseason, but we have to wait and see between managed experience. Yeah. Basically saying, can Liverpool do what they did last year with a much different squad? What do you guys think?
Coach?
Look, man, I'll be honest with you. I'm very not okay with Liverpool fans thinking that they're special and shit. So fuck a minute. Like, I hope they burn in hell. To be honest, like, I'm not even trying to be nice or be political here. You guys fool yourself too much, right? And you got a guy that's gone.
Hey, listen, coach. Maybe they earned the right to behave the way they behave, because I don't know if you heard this, but they're about to get Zubimendi.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, they beat Arsenal to him. Like he wanted to choose. Yeah.
Yeah, like because anybody's gonna fucking leave San Sebastian for fucking Liverpool. Like, come the fuck on, man. Like, respectfully, guys. Like, it's a nice port. That's about it.
To add to Baba Yana's question, what they're doing to the bald-headed slut. Didn't call him a slut. Call him a slut because he's bald-headed, and that's what he is. You know who he reminds me of? David Moyes in 2013. He got to Man United with the signings they're making. So use the academy and good luck.
What signings?
None.
They've barely made any. Yeah, like,
they haven't
really made signings. But personally,
exactly my point.
Like based on preseason, I like what I see. I like what I see, and I thought they were impressive against us. It's a preseason game; doesn't mean much, but I think there's just something about. Honestly, I just watched his interaction with Arteta, and I thought to myself, he belongs. That's what I was looking for, and he belongs. So I think they'll be there or thereabouts. It won't be easy to get 3 points at Anfield. That will never change. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Ian has been asked a lot of questions. His next question is about Aston Villa. He wants to know if they don't make it a knockout stage of Champions League, will they win Europa League? They got Douglas Luiz left for Juventus, but they brought Amadou Onana. Matheson joined from Dortmund and /Chelsea. Ross Barkley's up there now. Apparently, they want Felix and Lo Celso. They're going crazy in the transfer market. What do you guys think about Villa?
I think they'll have another solid season, but this Champions League run, like most teams that have never competed in it or haven't competed in it in fuck knows how many years, and they're not a traditional Champions League club. There will be struggles in the league. But with that being said, Emery is experienced enough to still navigate, I think, a solid finish for them. But there's going to be growing pains for them for sure. I will say that I am incredibly happy for Ollie Watkins to, play at the highest level of club football. I think he's one of the success stories that I feel like genuinely he just deserves it. Like, he's had a fantastic career so far, and I feel like this is so well deserved, like, genuinely for him. But yeah, there'll be growing pains for them for sure. But I expect them to have one really good result in the Champions League that has everybody talking for like a week, basically. So yeah.
I mean, they did bring in a Congolese, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is going to be a typical Unai Emery team in Europe season, I feel like. Because of the higher level of competition, I think they'll do well in Europe. They'll do better than people expect, but their league form will suffer. They'll probably like finish 8th or some shit like that. But they'll like get to like the semifinal of Europa, some shit like that.
I'm disgusted. I'm about to say next, but Dominic Solanke, Lucas Bergavelli, and Archie Gray, solid signings for Tottenham so far.
What did you call that Swedish nigga? Bergavelli?
Yeah.
You call this nigga Tupac Bergavelli? What the fuck?
Nah, because I was thinking about Max B. So free Max Bergavelli. So he's Bergavelli now.
Bergavelli.
Yeah.
Oh man, but ask your question, I beg, my brother.
But yeah, what do you guys think, about Tottenham? They've made some solid signings this summer.
Man, ask me about Tottenham,
I'll take the question since I'm not a London local, like this bummy bearded fuck. But I really like the signings. And from what I understand, a lot of Ange's teams in the past tend to get better in the second year. So I'm actually interested to see what they do. I personally just don't see it for them. I just think the Premier League is that difficult. But I mean, we just got to watch the games. But I am, from a neutral standpoint, if you can be neutral as an Arsenal fan, talking about Tottenham. But from a neutral standpoint, I'm excited for what they've done in the transfer market. I really like Archie Gray. I really like that kid as a player. Like, and whether he succeeds at Tottenham or somewhere else, I'm sure he's going to be a success in this game for sure. It's a fantastic player.
Yeah,
great talent.
They also go ahead, coach.
I will say though, they clearly watched all of the tapes, and Ange is never going to change who he is because stylistically, Solanke is exactly, and I can't describe to you how much, like, he's exactly what Ange wants in a striker. It is such a perfect fit.
So, are you saying that what Ange wants in a striker is an Arsenal fan?
Well, it's a Tottenham thing more than anything. So that's what they do. I mean,
they do love an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, but no, for real, like, he is exactly what they want. And I've said it before in the past. I genuinely think he's the toughest test for our centre backs. I think he's that good, like, in the league. Like, he's a much, to me, I think he's a much tougher test than Haaland, for example. Like, fuck a Haaland, bro. Yeah, and if it's not him, then it's definitely Ollie Watkins. But I personally think it's Sri Lanka. I think he's really made for that battle. But yeah,
I'm doing this to remind you of Williams, because nobody is a test for big gun William Saliba. But keep talking your nonsense.
I do like Mikey Moore at Tottenham, but that's enough Tottenham praise. I'm disgusted. Let's move on. Newcastle.
So anyway,
is it still fuck Jason Tindall?
Oh, bro. I've been charging my powers. Like, I've got all of my fuck Jason Tindalls ready to load. Like, I've loaded them up. I've cleaned my fuck Jason Tindall gun. I've got like at least 1,000 rounds before Christmas that I'm ready for him. Like, I have more after him after that as well. Like, it's always gonna be fuck Jason Tindall, bro.
This man said he had 1,000 rounds for Jason Tindall. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, indeed, bro. Hey, yo, indeed. Like, I'm very disturbed about this. Like, my head just got hot for no reason. Like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about?
Hey, listen, man. This is a very, very community-friendly podcast, okay? We rock with the community, but you gotta...
Me and my niggas don't like Jason Tindall, bro.
Anyways, Man United. Me and my esteemed friend told me I got to do a preview for you guys later on this week. So look out for that. I don't have anything to say about my team because I don't.
I'm sure
Right
we will
now,
on the pod that you guys record at some point.
yeah. Only thing I gotta say that I'm happy about is that the kits are nice. So beautiful gowns. So
Yeah, I will say something on Man United.
go for it.
I think Ahmad absolutely is key to any good United do this season. Obviously could be Man U's there as well, but that boy is so good. It just kind of pains me that he's the same age as Bukayo Saka. And you wouldn't know it. But
I mean, we've been shouting from the rooftops for like 3 or 4 years now
yeah,
about Ahmad.
yeah,
So
I know,
that's
I know, but he should be much further along in his standing in the game. For me personally, I think he's that good.
It's what happens when your coach is bald.
Mm.
But yeah, Dean, you got anything you want to add on United or just fuck them?
No, it's not fuck him. I'm just mostly interested to see how you guys deploy Joshua Zirkzee because anyone that's been a long time listener knows that I'm a big fan of the player and I'm deeply, deeply disgusted that Manchester United chose to buy him. And I'm just really hurt. I don't like that happened because, I'm just really hurt, man. That's all I got to say. That nigga should have gone anywhere else. I don't know why he did this to me. It's like when Dimitar Berbatov went to United. Like, man, fuck, why the fuck did this happen, man? I'm fucking pissed. I hate it. I hate it so much. One of my favorite players. I'm fucking sick.
You know what I forgot about, guys? Forgot about Chelsea. There was so many players they signed and I forgot that to talk about them.
Oh, I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah.
It's time to hate on Chelsea.
King of Leon asks, in all honesty, where do you see Money Laundering FC finishing this season? Who the top scorer? Inshallah, they'll finish 20th.
Yeah. I just want to be...
They'll finish. The club will finish.
I just want to be clear when I say this, right? Chelsea Football Club, and I mean this in the not nicest way, in the worst way possible. So take...
You mean this brackets derogatory?
Yeah, derogatory in every which way possible. And I will not apologize for this, but Chelsea, genuinely, in my heart of hearts, are quite literally the most despicable club on the planet, right? There is nothing redeemable, nothing commendable, nothing admirable about this club in the history of their existence, right? There is nothing anybody should be looking at and think, oh, let's do it like Chelsea. Oh, remember that time when... No. Everything special about Chelsea came from the poor Russian taxpayer, right? So anything you want to say about Chelsea, always prefix it with the fact that anything that they achieved was done illegally, right? And everything that they're experiencing now is just the beginning. It's not even a tenth of what they deserve, right? This, right now, this is as good as it gets for Chelsea because I personally think, and I pray every day, that it just continues to get worse and worse and worse. All these transfers that they're doing, I personally think they're gearing up for something big. I think they're going to be made an example of, basically. They, as Bain famously once said, they expect a body in the wreckage, and if they can't get City, they're going to get Chelsea for sure.
They expect one of us in the wreckage, brother.
I'm telling you, like,
you're saying this with confidence, but let's be extremely honest about what we're saying here.
Yeah,
the Premier League is not going to punish City. They're not going to punish Chelsea. They're going to punish Everton again. That's what the fuck they're going to do.
No, for all though, like this is the most abnormal thing I've ever seen. Yet it's par for the course for Chelsea, breaking the rules, thinking that it doesn't apply to them, thinking that they can just do whatever the fuck they want, spend whatever the fuck they want, and think that it's just normal kind of thing. There is no way a football club, a big football club, doesn't operate the way Chelsea does. Basically, they just don't. A club that's deep and rich in history, especially winning history, does not operate the way Chelsea does. They just don't. Like, there's nothing about what they're doing makes sense at all.
And this rant was brought to you by Ken Bates. Go ahead.
Yeah, fuck Chelsea, man, and I hope they burn in hell. Yeah.
To answer the second part of King of Leon's question, I would say Christopher Nkunku will probably be their top scorer if he stays healthy this season. a beautiful, beautiful, fantastic footballer, and I hate that he plays for Chelsea. I hate it like 2% less than Joshua Zirkzee playing for United.
They do also brought in a new bald manager. We're just having bald on bald this year. Enzo is in there.
Another player that I actually watched. That is crazy.
How do you feel, Coach? How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel blessed that I've been able to see a lot of shit, basically. But wow, that's nuts.
Some niggas will make it past 21.
Yeah, it's fascinating because the manager of the club I love has been called a Pep clone, but I've never seen a more pepier clone than Enzo Maresca.
Can I add to that quickly?
Of course.
I want everyone to stop calling Mikel Arteta a Pep clone. Okay, this man spent time at Rangers and Everton for a long time. Okay, he is the son of Alex McLeish and David Moyes with a little bit of Wenger on top. That's what he is. He's not no Pep clone. Okay, this man was a bastard before he met Pep. Okay, he was up in Glasgow doing nonsense and kicking people in the shins for fun. Then he came to Merseyside and was doing it. He's not no Pep.
He played with Pochettino as well, guys. Like he's coaching tree and whatever else was stamped long before Guardiola. Like it's a clear thing, and I feel like that narrative needs to be dead now because Arsenal don't even really go on.
I was going to say once Arsenal wins something, it will probably go away, and I want to reiterate for the umpteenth time on this podcast, that whole 4 center backs thing, that was Arteta, not Pep. He did it first. Okay? Go check the dates. He did it first. Tomiyasu on Salah against Liverpool. That was the 4th center back in the 4 center back lineup before Pep ever did it. He's not copying Pep. Pep is copying him. Respect the nigga with the hairline, okay?
And to add to my point one more time, he played for fucking David Moyes at Everton. Do you know what that means? That means he was kicking ball with Thomas Gravison, and he's a sick man. That's what that is, okay? That's what that shit is. He's a sick man.
Shout out to
He's been a sick man.
Shout out Tim Cahill.
Shout out Tim Cahill. Also, shout out to England's new interim manager, who was also Mikel Arteta's teammate, Lee Carsley.
Yeah.
Another bald nigga, man. It's real bald on this podcast today, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. Jesus, I'm about to go get my locks braided. Let's talk about West Ham. Darren Turridge asks, what do you think about the signs at West Ham, Coach?
I can't lie to you, I like those signings, man. I think a lot of the shit makes sense. And Fulkrug, again, is a striker. I love strikers that essentially play between the width of the goal. And there's no frills about what Fulkrug does. He is very much a box striker, and they have. I don't know. Is Paqueta allowed to play football? Is he still like?
Yes,
he's allowed to play football. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. They have enough of a supply line to make shit work for Fulkrug. I just don't like the fact they gave him a 4-year contract. But it is what it is the Premier League. We're doing whatever the fuck we want.
They did the transaction. They were supposed to come to Arsenal and buy Nketiah for that exact same amount and give him the exact same contract. They gave it to an old German dude, and they're going to regret it in another season. You see.
Yeah, probably in a season or two they might regret it. But I think this season he's going to do what like Somerville, like Kudus.
Todibo.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
good pickup.
Yeah, the Todibos. Like, look, this West Ham team is a lot is better than it was last season, which is
and they got a different manager too.
Yeah. So I will say that I'm not sure what the Spanish nigga is going to do basically, because he's another kind of tinkering weirdo. But there's enough tools there for West Ham to really hurt teams. But I just know we're giving them another 6-0 because they beat us at the Emirates. So
they also brought in what's it called? The kid from Brazil, Luis Guilherme, from Palmeiras. So they got little things going over there, and they also took Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So thank you, appreciate you.
Yeah, I'll be at the the Olympic Stadium, like, for sure. A lot more than the Arsenal fixture this season. Like, I'll be watching them quite closely.
Kale, a friend of the show, asked about Crystal Palace. Given Crystal Palace's end to season under Oliver Glass last year, would you consider them the season sleeper team? Not really. I mean, they got Arsenal legend Daichi Kamada there. Yeah. they're probably going to bring Zaha back because, again, Zaha and Crystal Palace, they're like, Stormzy and Maya Jama. They're just forever intertwined. They're in love, and they can't let each other go. It just is what it is.
Yeah, I will say, like, I'm not as high on them as I thought I would be. Only because I feel like their physical flooring is a little bit higgy. Like, Adam Wharton is going to play a lot of games for them this season, and while he's a really lovely footballer, I do think he needs to grow physically as well. I was at the game yesterday and I watched all of pretty much 75 minutes before I was just like, yeah, I need to bounce. Anyway. But he's great when the ball's there. But the moment those big black dudes from Ligue A got around him, he went to pieces every time. And there's a bunch of big black dudes in the Premier League. All the big dudes in general in the Premier League, and I feel like he needs to really cut his teeth quick, because if not, he's gonna get left behind.
That sounded like a Trump speech right there.
Not for real, man. Like,
big black guys.
China. But for real, Palace in general, go on.
I think he's going to have Sheikh Doucouré next to him. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
I think there's enough physicality around him and within the team to really allow his passing to shine.
Yeah.
He's not going to be relied on to make those last-ditch tackles in front of the defenders. But if they lose, because today I think there's a bid from Fulham for Joachim Anderson and a bid from Newcastle for Mark Gahey.
Mm-hmm.
If they do that dumb shit, if they let either one of those guys go, they might get relegated this season.
I keep saying it though. Joachim Anderson is a thug, but boy, that man his long passing is flipping insane.
He's a thug that can
every time he hit the ball, it stayed hit and it went directly to where it was supposed to go. Honestly, I marvel at it every time, man. But final thing on Palace, and I suppose my observations from yesterday.
Please talk about Munoz.
Pardon, sir?
Please talk about Munoz.
No, he was okay. He was okay. But I think I think Glasner is building a system where they're able to keep the ball a lot longer in opposition's final third. There was a lot of probing from them and a lot of good rotations in general, which I was quite impressed with. And I think Thomas Frank saw everything he wanted to see as well, because by the time he made the 7 subs, I had left. And then I literally bumped into him on my way out as well. But yeah, I think they played him relatively soon, so he's probably having a look at their best players.
We go to stadiums and we watch games. I saw Thomas Frank. I saw Oscar Bobby here. Like,
bitch ass nigga, shut the fuck up with all this name dropping and shit, man. Let's do a fucking show. Fucking bums.
Speaking of Houston and anger, Brighton. They got RDZ out because RDZ is now coaching the Nasty Boys. And Fabian Hurlzer, who's 31 years old, born in Houston, Texas, former St. Pauli manager in. Dean, question for you. How patient do you think Tony Bloom's going to be with this guy, with the youngest manager in Premier League history?
I mean, if we look at the sort of the history of Brighton, if you will, they've generally given managers time to build their project, and they're pretty patient with them. And they've also supported him in the market. So I think it would be counterproductive for them to react harshly if they don't have a good start to the season. But he is pretty young. I'm sorry, if your team is losing and you look at the sideline and the motherfucker looks like a fucking baby, you might panic. But I think you'll be fine. They generally, Brighton, if we all agree on one thing about Brighton, they scout well in every department, whether it's replacing the backroom staff, whether it's replacing the management, whether it's replacing players. They got Mats Wiefer in for him. They got who else? They got Kojer Dubry from Arsenal, who I don't think will play as much as Arsenal fans think the same he will play at Brighton. But and if they're healthier, if they have Daichi Kamada playing, if they have Evan Ferguson playing, if Welbeck can stay on his feet for half the season, they'll be all right. I think they'll have.
Daichi's at Crystal Palace, bro.
What did I say?
You said Daichi. Wrong Japanese, man. He's not.
I meant to say what's his name? The dribbly one. The winger.
Who's the dribbly? They got too many of them. Oh, Enciso?
No, the winger, the Japanese winger at Brighton. Everybody knows.
Mitoma.
Thank you.
Yeah, Carroll. Yeah, there we go. My fault.
I think they suffered a lot last season because he was injured for a huge chunk of the season. So once he's back, there will be problems for people. I still like their squad a lot. Love their squad.
Yeah. Let's speed through the rest of these Premier League teams. Bournemouth, decent first season for Arola. No Dom Shalanke, he's gone. Do they finish higher, lower than 12? No, I don't know. They did get Deen in though, from Juventus, who's a highly talented player. So I don't know, man. They need a striker badly. Eddie Nketiah is calling.
Hell yeah! Well, no, they're calling him,
and he will cost 30 for you, my friend, 30 million euros.
Fulham, ESR is there now, reunited with his.
Why?
He's now with Iwobi. So two Haaland boys up there in Fulham, were down there. So no Polinia, which is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot. It's gonna hurt a lot. That's a massive gap that Scott McTominay should come and fill for you.
You know what? Banter aside, that's not a bad shout.
I know it's not.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I just need money. Now give me my come get him. Wolves. They're probably gonna be in a relegation battle, but how do you think Gary Neal's gonna do over there, Dean?
I don't feel positive for him. They've lost their best defender in Max Kilman and their best attacker in Pedro Neto. And I'm not hearing any transfer stuff. And they have money issues. It's not looking good.
Damn, that sucks. Everton, they're probably gonna get points deduction tomorrow, because that's what the Premier League's like. Fuck you. So yeah.
I like the business though. We got Eliman Ndiaye, Jesper Lindstrom from Napoli. Jake O'Brien was pretty good for Lyon last season in Ligue.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Timo Rogbunan, but I know he was very highly rated at Villa before he ended up at Everton. But he really only ended up there in those early summer PSR fraud deals that the teams were doing. So I don't know if the player is actually good. But
he's solid.
But yeah, last season they got points deducted. How many times? Was it twice?
Yeah, something like that.
And Chandai still made it shake, so I think they'll be all right. And it's the final season at Goodison Park, so shame about the Castoria jerseys though. Those jerseys suck.
Yeah.
Brentford. Should they be better than last year? You guys think?
I'll be honest with you. Yeah, looking at how they could line up attacking wise, I'm really looking. Yeah, it's going to be positive for them. You could look Tony and Wemo, Wissa, Carvalho. That's a lot of options there.
Kevin Schade.
Listen. Like one of these top.
He's also Nigerian.
Yeah, one of these top 4 teams is going to have a bad day at the G-Tech. Like they're gonna have a bad day for sure.
Well, what did May United do to you?
Well, I was gonna say you guys already had your bad day. Don't bring that curse on yourself. We had ours. Y'all had y'all's.
Yeah.
So it's somebody else. I think it's City's turn this time. Inshallah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because do you remember last year City really rode their luck against them? Like they really, I remember that game very clearly, and yeah. I think City is your turn, man. Get ready to get tanned by Ivan Toney and his band of merry technicians.
Shout out the French Nigerian Brandon Bemo. Come to Arsenal, bro.
There's a Nigerian teenager that's there, Benjamin Frederick. Apparently he's highly rated. So
there's no fucking around rating a nigga with 2 first names. Let's just move on. Benjamin Frederick.
And you're Nigerian. Nottingham Forest. They did not make as much transfers because their Greek owner probably got stopped. They probably told him, can't be doing this shit no more. That's enough.
But they're not stopping Chelsea. This shit is rigged, man.
They added Elliot Anderson and Milinkovic from Fiorentina. Milinkovic was rated highly a few years back, but he's got the real bozo gene in him. So yeah.
Didn't Mangala go to? He made the move to Ligue 1 club. I just can't remember.
Yeah, well, it was a loan. I think he's back.
Okay.
But cool. Yeah, Milenkovic, he belongs in the WWE. Not
with Braun Breaker.
Yes, exactly.
And the 3 promoted teams: Ipswich, Leicester, and Southampton.
They're all going down. And that's it.
Well, you answered the question. That's so Jesse. She's like, which one is going to go down?
They're all going down. But Ipswich will entertain us. Are they still at? They are still at Filbert Road, right? Are they?
No, they're at that other stadium. The tractor place, man. That's where they're at.
Oh yeah,
Portman Road.
That's it.
Yeah, that's where they're at.
This is not a geography podcast. Can we move on?
Yeah, like this man is over here asking about England. I've been in England since I was 13, bro. I don't know anything about your country no more. I'm American, baby. But yeah,
Till tomorrow.
yeah, I can pick and choose. But yeah, season starts, man. I'm excited. La Liga kicks off on Thursday, and we're just gonna go until May. I'm excited. Anything that you guys looking out for specifically? You guys looking forward to?
Yeah, Champions League, baby.
Always. I don't have a whole lot to say. I would just like to thank everyone for showing up to the event in New York. I thought that was pretty cool of y'all. I personally wasn't there. It wasn't my fault. My private jet ran out of gas, so I couldn't make it. Apparently, when you buy a private jet, you're supposed to buy gas with this. I didn't know that. Tried to push my shit, it didn't work. So I had to miss it. But the next one, we will be there. We will be there. I promise.
We will all be there. Yes.
Yeah.
Even Mitch. Oh no, but for all guys, it was amazing meeting like some of you guys there. Seriously, like lifelong
memories.
He said some of you niggas stunk.
You know exactly what I mean. Like obviously not all of our listeners were there. It would have been great if you would have been there. But yeah, like had some great conversations with you, and yeah, it was just fantastic, man. It was just really, 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 really pleasing day, and I'm happy that we provided some sort of entertainment for you guys. And yeah, like Deen said, we cannot wait to do another one, and yeah, it will be just 100 times better on top of what we already done. So yeah, thank you guys so much.
Yeah, and for myself, Tosin, Deen, and Coach, we're out. The football starts again, and it doesn't stop. Well, everyone, take it easy. Peace.
Take your shirt off. Take your shirt off.